In this unit of Rosetta Stone, you have been working with subject pronouns in Spanish. The goal of this assignment is to understand subject pronouns and for you to compose original sentences with subject pronouns in Spanish. Before we can talk about subject pronouns, we need to understand what is a subject. In both Spanish and English, the person or thing doing the action is called the subject of the sentence. For example, in these sentences, the woman eats, la mujer come, the child reads, el niño lee, the man cooks, el hombre cocina. Woman, child, and man are the subjects of the sentence because they are the ones doing the action. If we look over at Rosetta Stone, we understand that we have been learning basic sentences with basic subjects and verbs. La mujer nada, for example, which means the woman swims, has a subject, la mujer, or the woman. And it has a verb, which is this, nada, or swims. Here in these other examples in Unit 1, we see we have a person or persons doing the action, and then the verb. We have the subject, and then the verb. The subject, and the verb. Now, oftentimes in language, we replace a subject with a subject pronoun. Now, a pronoun is basically a word that stands in place of the subject, and it is less specific about the identity of the person or the thing doing the action. So let's look at a few subject pronouns we have learned so far in Rosetta Stone. We have learned the word he, or él. We have learned the word she, or ella, and we've also learned the word they, or ellos. Now, if we go back to Rosetta Stone, we can see, just by continuing to the next slide, that we are learning what this means. Ellos and ellas both mean they. Ella means she, and él means he. So instead of saying el hombre, the man, I could just replace that with the word he. This is something that helps us sound more natural when we speak. For example, let's think about if we said in English, the woman eats and the woman reads and the woman cooks. It doesn't sound very natural. Instead, it sounds much better to say the woman eats and she reads and she cooks, because we replace the subject with a subject pronoun. It is very important that you memorize these subject pronouns that you have learned so far in Rosetta Stone. You will be learning more as you continue in the unit, but you must commit to memory the word él, ella, ellos, and ellas. Your assignment today is to write 5 sentences in which you use subject pronouns, in which you apply these words you are learning to understand how do you replace a subject with a subject pronoun. For example, you will read below a sentence like, la mujer come. You would erase the word mujer and replace it with the subject pronoun she. That is the most appropriate subject pronoun to replace the subject in the sentence. After you rewrite the sentence with the subject pronoun, you will then translate the sentence into English to prove to me you understand what these subject pronouns mean. These are the 5 sentences you will be rewriting. El niño lee. You must erase the word niño and select the appropriate subject pronoun that replaces that subject in the sentence. Number 2, la niña come. What word would you use to replace la niña? Los hombres cocinan. Again, erase los hombres and rewrite the sentence with a correct pronoun. Number 4, las mujeres beben. How would you replace mujeres with a pronoun? This is the same concepts you have been reviewing again back in Rosetta Stone, but now with an understanding that these are subject pronouns, replacing a subject to give us a more natural sound when we speak in Spanish. Your 4 options in the assignment will be ellos, ellas, él, ellas, and ella. So think through these 5 sentences, rewrite them with the correct subject pronoun. You will earn 2 points for rewriting the sentence and 2 points for translating each sentence. This assignment is worth 20 total points. Good luck!